Terry, a lovely subscriber who has been around this channel for a while and always leaves great comments, left a comment yesterday about Candus, saying, "Where is Candus? She has gone silent for a while now. Wisely, but it still feels a bit odd." And I commented that I agree. And I was pondering what YouTube land and this case would be like if Candus never came on YouTube at all. See, Candus is not getting a lot of attention lately. It's all been on Jodisue. And you think Candus would be kind of happy with this because she dropped her name countless times about being a suspect when people weren't really paying attention to Jodisue. So you have to imagine she is happy not being dragged on YouTube and seeing people look into Jodisue and ask questions there about what's going on. And I was thinking to myself after I responded to that comment from Terry that we may never see Candus again. Surely the last few weeks have been a real eye-opener to her to what happens if she stays off YouTube. I'm sure Candus's mornings are very less dramatic. Can you imagine what it was like when she was waking up after those YouTube lives when she was piss drunk on them? I imagine her phone was hopping. So I was thinking, the way things are going the last few weeks, it might be a while, if ever, we hear from Candus again. But that didn't last long because overnight, it seems Candus texted and called a few YouTube content creators saying that she was going to off herself. I think she texted Dolly Vision, BK, and I heard Molly Golightly as well, but I haven't seen any videos or community posts from Molly, so I'm not too sure about that. But what's going on here? Is this a cry for help from Candus? Or is this just a cry for attention? The content creators that she contacted kind of makes me think it's the latter. She has friends that she can reach out to. And I'm not naive to mental health or S-callers. I have dealt with a lot in work over the years. I will always call anybody out on the phone who even suggests it. If they leave a passing comment, I'll go back and ask them to clarify what they meant. And if they mention it twice or double down in any way, I'll call the local Garda station, the local police station, and they'll go out and follow up and do a welfare check and all that. But you can't take any chances with it. I've done it dozens and dozens of times over the years, and it's gotten to a stage where I'm kind of uncomfortable with how comfortable I am in that situation. But at the same time, I would much rather deal with that call than have anybody else in the office deal with it, especially a younger member of staff who mightn't be used to that sort of thing. Anyhow, I'm only saying that because I'm not naive to the situation of S-callers, and I'm not naive to depression or how that looks or how people act. If I thought Candus was in any immediate danger, I would not be making this video. I stopped making Jose Roman videos because of a similar situation. Talked about that in my community post, not going to talk about it here. But back to Candus, what's going on? Is this a cry for help? Is this a cry for attention? Or is it something else? A cry for help? I think no, because it's the wrong people. If you're looking for help, this is the wrong people you're going to. You have people in your life who want to help you, who can help you. You shouldn't be texting people that have an extreme disliking for you, for them to help. So that kind of suggests that maybe it's a cry for attention. But how silly, how stupid is that? Because all the attention is going where you said in the past you wanted it to go, away from you and onto other potential suspects. And the attention that Candus was getting in the past wasn't exactly positive attention or anything like that. So it seems mental that you're going to take the attention away from Jodisue and Andy and put it back onto yourself. And that's kind of what Candus has done. Because I did have a different plan for a video today, and I'm sure a lot of other people did. And now we're going to end up talking about Candus. There is a third option that's not a cry for help, not a cry for attention. Is it a reaction to seeing content that was going out there, that was about to go out there, and just panicking, wanting to change the topic? I talked yesterday how people will hear and learn a lot more about the drug connections in Ben Hill Road and Beach Creek over the coming weeks. People are making connections, and if true, it's big time stuff. Big time. We have potentially maybe snitches on both sides of the road. We have learned about people ripping up weed plants when the search for summer was going on because they didn't want Ellie to find them. But cannabis, weed is not the main drug here. There's much more serious drugs. We also have some people who are pill swapping, it seems. We learned that Grandma Candus prefers getting her prescriptions and her pills in one state rather than another because the pills are stronger. She can get a different brand. We learned that Dawn has a federal ID number that maybe he shouldn't have, given the charges, the felony charges or lack of felony charges that he has. I'm not sure is there anything in this, but everything is being looked into at the moment. And I'm not going to go into too much detail here, but I will in a future video. Nobody wants to talk about it, but it's serious stuff. People could get shot. But it's also serious stuff when a 5-year-old girl vanishes into thin air. And if there is a connection to that, then it's definitely going to be looked into. Jodisue, it seems, is in a heap over this stuff coming out. Andy can't be happy. He's definitely not going to be happy in the next couple of weeks. Candus, Grandma Candus, none of them are going to be happy. Don is going to be raging. And he's potentially the most at risk here because Don is in jail. Don could get killed in jail for some of the stuff that potentially will come out in the next week or two. These are all just rumours, but we know how rumours can fly. And if it does come out and he makes it out alive, Candus is in for an awful time. Pretty much all these people dislike each other. But the one thing that they are united on, the one thing, including Ronnie Lawson, is that there is no drug problem on Ben Hill Road, Beach Creek. No drug connections, don't even go there. Don't mention the reduced charges. Don't mention what those reduced charges are related to. And Ronnie Lawson himself has a very interesting surname when you start to look at some of the surnames that were involved in some of these big busts, especially one big one a couple of years back. Nobody wants to talk about it. Even the locals and people who watch this video and watch Summer Wild's videos, they're not commenting much about it online. I did a poll in yesterday's video about motive for Jodisue, and 36% responded revenge. I put up a community post asking can people expand, because I was surprised at the 36%. This was something that I kind of brushed over in yesterday's video as a motive. I disregarded it, in hindsight, maybe a bit too easy. But no one commented on the community post, which made me want to dig more into it. And to be honest, I don't blame them. I wouldn't, if I was local, I wouldn't be commenting either. I wouldn't want to get shot over this. People do not want to talk about it. The Bernards don't want to talk about it. Jodisue, Candus, Don, Ronnie Lawson, loads of people in Tennessee don't even want to mention it. But a lot of them are well clued in to what's going on. They have their own theory, which is a probably stronger theory locally than it would be with anybody on YouTube or online. And I think it's a bit too late now. I think if there is something going on, it's going to be found. It's going to be outed. The cat's out of the bag. We have the Barbra Streisand effect in full flow now. I started this video with a comment from a lovely OG sub, and I'm going to end it with another. This is from Calgal on yesterday's video. They said, there are reasons absolutely everybody is lying and covering things up in this case. I'm afraid we're going to unearth something dirty, dark and nasty going on in the hellhole of a neighbourhood and beyond, in my opinion. I think, Calgal, a lot of people are starting to share your opinion. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think in the comments about Candus. What was this? Cry for help? Cry for attention? Or something else? And what do you think about the drug connections? Good luck. God bless. Have a good day.